you.
Good morning, sir.
As you all know, the new policy is now in effect. Teaching hours will increase by 90% and the student consultation periods will be reduced to 1 hour per week. This is necessary for operational efficiency and to align with university goals.
Efficiency, with all due respect sir, napaka-imposible nito. We are already stretched in at unfair ito sa mga kagaya kong junior faculty na nag-take na ng maraming klase kaysa sa senior staff. This is just unfair distribution of burden.
Mark is right. This is not just about numbers. This is structural violence. Na yung system mismo ang nakadesign na may mga groups na mas mabigat ang burden rather than the others. And it creates harm, not just direct attack, but through inequality system.
Pero these are the directives. We have to implement them.
Ako din ako makasabi dyan. Meron pa akong research na tatapusin. Meron pa akong klase. Paano na lang ang mga estudyante?
Sir, with all respect, yan mismo ang problema because if consultation hours are reduced, kung saan tayo hindi natulong kung ang mismong estudyante ang magsasuffer.
Scene 2. Rising tensions. The room divides. Some argue aggressively and the others try to reason.
We should refuse. We should stop working until they reverse this.
No, that will only make things worse. We need to find the middle ground.
Wait lang. Tingnan nyo kung paano kayo mag-react. Si Marco, pinupush niya masyado. Ibig sabihin, mataas yung concern niya para sa kanyang mga pansariling interest at mababa naman para sa administration's position. Si Elena naman, tinatry niya nang i-balance yung both sides. Ibig sabihin, ito yung dual concern model. We have competing styles right here in this room.
Wala silang pakialam sa atin. It's always the administration and versus the faculty. Sila ang kalaban dito.
Yun naman yung social identity theory. We are dividing ourselves into groups, laging us and them, and seeing the other side as the problem. It stops us from seeing the bigger picture.
We are not enemies. We are just doing our jobs.
Then do them better.
Scene 3. Taking a different path. Dr. Juan stands up, raising his hands to calm the room.
Dito mareresolve ang pag-aaway lang. We need to change how we deal with this conflict. Suggest ko lang na mag-set up tayo ng dialogue circles. Not debates, not arguments, just talking and listening. Faculty, students, and admin na magkakasama.
Will that work?
Nakabase yan sa conflict transformations theory. Ang goal nito ay hindi lang i-resolve ang problema today, but to fix the relationships so we can work together long term. We need to heal the rift, not just in an argument.
He's right. This is not just an issue. Think of it this way. Kapag overwork ang faculty, bumababa ang quality ng teaching. At kapag bumaba ang quality ng teaching, students ang magsasuffer. At kapag nagsuffer ang students, maapektuhan ang reputation ng university. And everything is connected.
Exactly. Yan ay system theory. Lahat tayo ay part ng isang sistema. At once may isang part na nasira, it affects everything else. You can fix the workload without looking at how it affects student budgets and morale.
Scene 4. The realization. Silence falls over the room. Mr. Mendoza looks thoughtful.
I hadn't thought of it that way. As just one part of our work.
So, what now?
We start talking now, but first we have to admit the truth. This is not just about workload. This system is broken.